This is to Burrell Babs, better known to his fans as Tanks, with your self-righteous, hypocritical ass. How in the fuck y'all gonna discuss me on national TV without having me on the show to rebut whatever the fuck you were saying that was off key? And most of what you said is unlearned, unknown bullshit that is keeping people in the church in the darkness. You want people to think that preachers and pastors are not men. Yes, I like pussy. Yes, I like titties. But the question becomes, Tank, do you? You are the one that performed at the Gay Pride concert. You are the one that got on the Breakfast Club and stated you like women licking your ass. Motherfuckers, come for me, bring me on the show, and let's deal with it the right way.
All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. So people ask me this question all the time. So every day, when I come to work or when I get to my platform, this is my job, right? Every day I step to my computer, I never know what I'm getting myself into. People ask me all the time, what's your most interesting about your job? I never know what the day is going to entail. If you think for 1 second I thought that this man that's on my screen right now will be somebody that I ever discuss on my platform, you must not know me too well, because I don't even understand. Okay, so let me do this. Salute to Tank. I bumped into Tank about 3-4 weeks ago. I didn't even know Tank knew of me, right? I had interviewed Tank previously at a celebrity game where obviously I'm just an up-and-coming person, reporter that's at all these events trying to get interviews. He obviously didn't know me then, but I reached out to Tank at the celebrity game a few weeks ago, and I was like, yo, I don't know if you remember me or not, but we did an interview a few months ago in Atlanta, right? So he kind of remembered me. And that means the world to me, because Tank's a person that I grew up listening to his music. And also salute to homie on his team, Vegas. What up? He told me that he watched my platform. He's with Tank. I appreciate the love from you guys. Thank y'all so much. Salute to Tank. So apparently Tank, on his show Man Cave, he's on the show with like 3-4 other brothers, right? Comedy show. Apparently, they brought up Thaddeus Mathews. And I believe Tank and Thaddeus Mathews have a checker pass. Now, you're like, who is Thaddeus Mathews? So let's go back to Thaddeus Mathews. This man that's on your screen right now is a so-called Memphis pastor, right? His claim to fame is the fact that he calls himself the Cussin pastor. He's very vulgar. I've never in my life seen a more disrespectful pastor. Tell y'all a quick story. I was in Memphis riding around, and I'm not going to even tell this man's location like that. I know I do a lot of views here on my videos from time to time. I pulled up and I was heading to somebody's crib, right? And I noticed a guy on a ladder. And this was like a few months ago. This is fairly recent. I noticed a guy on a ladder, and I realized somebody tells me, yeah, that ain't nobody but Thaddeus Mathews building his church. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? This is really a pastor? That's the first thing that goes to my mind. And by the way, I'm not going to curse in this video to prove a point. I am not cursing in this video, and I'm not an over cursing type person generally on my YouTube, but I'm making a point of emphasis to not curse in this video. I'll make that point at the end of the video. So I realized, yo, this viral dude that literally his claim to fame is by cursing his way through videos, and people like, yo, that's a pastor who curses. He has a show. And I want to stop you guys. Listen, I understand television. I worked for the biggest sports company in the world. You pay Comcast or whatever local cable provider to be on that platform every month. It's nothing more, nothing less than that. You pay to be on that platform. Now, give Thaddeus Mathews credit. That nigga got everybody, mama, and I don't consider the N-word a curse word. Nigga ain't a curse word to me. That man has everybody's mama and grandma in Memphis tuning in to him. If you're over the age of 55, Thaddeus Mathews got you. All right, I don't know why people tune in to that ignorance. I've tried talking to my family members about it, but they still tune in. Some of my people, I don't get it. He has created an audience of disrespectful comments, and in his world, he believes that you can curse as a pastor. And I don't even know. Like, I'm not finna try to turn this into a religious video. I don't know. But all I know is it doesn't feel right listening to him, and I'm definitely not finna listen to that man about where to take my faith and my relationship with God. I am not gonna do it. All right, it's not happening with me. Now, Thaddeus Mathews, nevertheless, was upset with Tank, who, like I said, brought him up on an episode of Man Cave. Now, for everybody in Memphis who's watching this video, y'all already know the most viral video Thaddeus ever been a part of was the joint when they said McDouble, and I'm not trying to curse in the video, so I'm not gonna call him McDouble, whatever. You know, y'all already know where I'm going with that. Everybody know why he's a McDouble head nigga. All right, everybody know that video. Now, so these two had an exchange online. Thaddeus Mathews DM Tank. Tank posted the video. Thaddeus was trying to check Tank for talking about him on the BET show Man Cave. Thaddeus was like, this is Thaddeus Mathews, aka the Cussin pastor. You can tell you eating this up. I watch your uninformed promo on me, and since I'm the nigger, you don't know, he said that with an ER, and I usually don't even use that, but we're quoting somebody here. You don't know, you should have, I guess he meant to say me on instead of neon. You should have me on your show. You say you come from the church, but you are as one-sided in your thinking as most religious people. Contact me, and you and I can discuss this on air. Now, from there, Thaddeus went on to respond to Tank by saying, I just saw that BS promo for tonight's Man Cave where I'm being discussed. This dude can barely text. You place my picture and a fan's pic on your screen. I'm guessing knowing text messages, he's forgetting the space and he's accidentally pushing the @mention sign, right? And he's saying, but they don't know what the F they're talking about. So to Tank, you want to know who the Cussin pastor is and what I'm talking about? Don't make the coward move and talk behind my back. Invite me on the show. I sent you a message with my personal number on it. I know white folk own you, but at least have the balls to address me face to face. Tank responds to Thaddeus by saying, well, look who's mad, LOL. Use some of those curse words you so eloquently use to keep it real. LOL. Congratulations, you're famous for cussing and not preaching the word of God. You played yourself. Can't wait to sit face to face with you, as I believe evil should be met head on. At that point, Thaddeus Mathews responds with a long Instagram caption. Well, Darrell, or can I call you Tank like your fans do? First of all, it's self-righteous idiots like you that's making me famous and creating a brand that I didn't ask for. Now, y'all gonna have to bear with me here. I don't know what the heck he's trying to say. He said, mad I'm not you national who need content for your shows have made me a media sensation. And after 35 years in the broadcast game, I thank you. But you traditionally minded church folk refuse to see that the reason you're not drawing people to Christ is the fact that as a fisherman of Christ, you are trying to clean the fish before you catch them. And you're using old bait that no longer works. You stated I cuss from the pulpit, which is incorrect, but I give raw truth that the world is longing for. It was unfair to speak on me without having your facts straight, but then you're just a singer, not a journalist. As for me, liking titties and vagina, like I do, and if your pastor don't like titties and vagina on a woman, he must like boy titties and boy vagina. And for you to get upset over me as a man liking them makes me wonder if you like vagina and titties on a woman. Now, if you really want the truth, come out the Man Cave. I sent you my personal cell number, or you can email me at thaddeuswhatever@gmail.com. You name the date and place, I will be there. I also see you on April 21st. You will be about 100 miles away from me. I invite you to the cave. I'm guessing Tank is going to be performing in either Olive Branch or somewhere out in Mississippi, somewhere close enough that Thaddeus can make the drive to him. I think it's worth noting that Tank responded to a fan who was looking to call Tank out. She was like, but don't Tank got a whole song talking about when we, and now he wants to be holy? I cannot pick a side, sir, already. And then Tank hit this fan back and was like, yo, I'm not trying to be the best pastor I can be, LOL. I'm the best R&B singer I can be. Big difference. But I think you knew that. Now, I seen Thaddeus Mathews tell Tank, and I'm not trying to take up for Tank over somebody from Memphis, but this, to me, that guy, Thaddeus Mathews, is the worst representation the city has to offer. I believe pastors like him are the reason why people turn their back on church. And I believe that I'm in church right now. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect by any means. And I go to church. I don't even want to get y'all that far in my religious life because it's everybody has their own struggles and battles with it. I don't judge anyone who goes to church. I don't judge anyone that doesn't. It's not for me to do, right? With that being said, when Thaddeus does these things, when he makes these viral videos, I don't think what he understands is people are looking for a reason to not go to church. My pastor talks about this all the time, right? People are looking for reasons to not go to church. And what he does is give people reasons to not go to church because they're like, yo, look at this pastor. This is why I don't fool with church, right? And this is what my pastor talks about, right? This is the mess why I don't go. And This is ridiculous. He is the worst representation I believe the city has offered, in a city that could really use a lot of leadership from a person who has a platform like him. And he goes and does that with his platform. That's what he wants you to see. Like, this is who you want to be. You want to be known as the Cussin pastor? Man, I just don't understand things. And Thaddeus said he wanted a journalist, or he said, Tank, you're not a journalist. Hello, Thaddeus Mathews. I'm a journalist. I go by the name of Mr. TALIAFERRO. I did 35 million views in the last calendar year. And in this video, not one time, and I'm probably 40 to 50 years younger than you, not one time did I feel the need to curse. And I can get my message and point across just fine. Not judging anyone, but I just feel like that is very hypocritical as a pastor. No, there's nothing in stone, right, that says this pastor should not curse. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the Bible, but it does definitely talk about being the best representation of yourself. And if you think that you're the best representation for people to look after you, I'm looking at pastors all across the country get young people in their churches that want to be there, right? And they ain't got to use the type of words that he using in his videos and be known as the Cussin pastor. What world do I live in when I got an R&B singer beefing with a pastor, aka the Cussin pastor? I don't know what's going on in society. Get me off this video. I go by the name of Mr. TALIAFERRO. Thank you for the time and support. I don't take it for granted. Please continue to support me, and I will continue to further my platform. And I'm so happy to say I got great announcements coming soon, where we can positively do stuff and kids can look at me, and you don't gotta look at me as no freaking inspiration, but you can look at me and be like, yo, he did it the right way. I don't gotta be a rapper, not knocking any rapper or singer. I could be someone that go to college and come out the hood and make some of myself without the plethora of opportunities thrown at me when I'm in high school. If I did it, you could do it too. And I ain't have to curse not one time in this video. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.